8:30 p.m. and rebroadcasting on Sundays.
The Red Room Season 2 Artist Competition. Meet the 12 contestants. So High, Cali Main, Zan the Dragon, Dancehall God, Forceful Dan, Gadai King, Ishmael, Tonio G.Y., and Thomas, Colpot, Acidic, and Trey Reason. One will be eliminated each week at the live shows. Book your free live audience tickets now at theredroomcompetition.eventbrite.com. The Red Room, each and every Thursday at 7 p.m. on all HGP TV platforms.
Hey everyone, we wanted to share our amazing experience with Master Vishnu Dev. His insightful guidance and accurate predictions have been invaluable in resolving our love problem issue. Master Vishnu Dev expertise in astrology is not just profound, but also incredibly practical, offering solutions that have genuinely improved our lives. His compassionate nature and commitment to helping others are truly commendable. If you're seeking clarity and transformative guidance, look no further than Master Vishnu Dev. He's been a true blessing to our Reunite X Love, and we couldn't be more grateful. I am very happy to meet Master Vishnu Dev. Thank you so much. To get back with call now +5926099994, located in Georgetown, Guyana.
Top stories this evening, sponsored by Courts, bringing value home. AFC supports PPP General Secretary's call for use of biometrics for upcoming general and regional elections. GPL cuts electricity to remaining Peters Hall homes. Residents given 48 hours to move. And government using plastering tactics rather than addressing continuous power outages, says Patterson. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening to our viewers here in Guyana and online. I'm Travis Chase with the Friday, November 8th edition of the HGP Nightly News. Here's what you need to know this evening. The General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic is not opposed to the use of biometrics for the upcoming general and regional elections, but has some concerns. However, biometrics is being used in the developed world to ensure a free and fair electoral process. Find out more from Antonio Day.
According to People's Progressive Party Civic General Secretary Barajagdio, the purpose of biometrics is to increase electoral credibility and transparency, not to exclude voters.
I don't have an objection to any system, biometrics or not, that will help, that will seek to ensure that the people who vote are the people who are eligible to vote.
During a Thursday media briefing, Mr. Jagdio claimed that he had repeatedly pushed for a clean voters list in order to ensure a transparent electoral process.
I've spoken many times about cleaning up the list. I said, don't wait to get these dead people off. Wait on a couple this year and a couple next year. Go back for maybe 10, 15 years and get the entire list from GRO and publish it in the newspapers.
Jagdio accused the APNU AFC opposition parties of peddling the narrative of biometrics, which aim to secure votes at the 2025 polls. However, the government said funding for the electoral body will be made available, but the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, must agree on ways to improve the electoral process.
Whatever GECOM wants to ensure that the elections are properly held, they will get financially, there will be no constraint to free and fair election.
Recently, Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anong Nandalal expressed certainty that Guyana is not ready for the use of biometrics.
Not opposed to any form of technology, but the manual system is working. Why you want to resort to technology where things can go wrong in a country like Guyana, where we can have a blackout on election day and it damages some computer program?
On Friday, Deputy General Secretary of the Alliance for Change, Bevy Alert, said that her party has welcomed Mr. Jagdio's calls for enhanced biometrics in the electoral process.
This must be a signal to the PPP commissioners at GECOM to support the implementation of these systems. The opposition has already stated its support, and GECOM must now be willing to move forward for implementation of an electronic voting system.
Alert said that the ball is now in the court of GECOM.
And GECOM must now be willing to move forward for implementation of an electronic voting system.
Antonio D reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio. Meanwhile, 3 opposition parties are optimistic that talks surrounding the use of biometrics have remained on the agenda of GECOM. The parties are calling on GECOM to now involve stakeholders. Daisy Richards reports.
The Alliance for Change, the People's National Congress Reform, and the Working People's Alliance are united in their call for the use of biometrics at the upcoming general and regional elections. In a joint statement released to the press on Thursday, the opposition party said it has noted that the Guyana Elections Commission, GECOM, at its meeting on Tuesday, 5th of November 2024, commenced discussion on the feasibility study on utilizing biometrics technology in elections that was prepared by its CEO, Vishnu Prasad, on the recommendation of GECOM Commissioner Vincent Alexander. The submission and discussion of the CEO's report on biometrics, though welcomed, constitute only a small step towards the goal of producing a clean voters list and introducing fingerprint biometrics as part of the voting process for the next and future general, regional, and local government elections, the opposition parties noted. The AFC, PNTR, and the WPA said that they jointly expressed preparedness to lend support to all the necessary stages to arrive at the outcome of the use of biometrics, including enacting constitutional and statutory changes if necessary. Quote, "We stand ready to engage in all necessary discussions at the GECOM level, the parliamentary level, and or at the inter-party level to resolve these concerns to the satisfaction of all stakeholders, including Guyanese people," unquote, the party said. Highlighting the crucial involvement of stakeholders, the opposition parties amplified that GECOM should promptly engage stakeholders before finalizing its internal discussions on the way forward. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Heavy government machinery and the staff of the Guyana Power and Light moved into Peters Hall on the east bank of Demerara on Thursday and took drastic action. Here's more. Following a High Court order that gave government possession of 3 properties in Peters Hall to make way for the construction of the new Demerara River Bridge, agents of the Guyana Power and Light moved into the village and disconnected the electricity supply to the remaining homes. Nightly News understands that the owners of the remaining properties were to give up their properties on or before the 30th of September 2024. The state was also ordered by the court to pay compensation to the owners by the 20th of September 2024. That compensation was somehow delayed. Randolph Lane occupies one of the remaining properties.
No, they didn't give no notice. They just come and cut the light. That things in fridge. We got the thing we use for electrical, all cut off. Suddenly, nobody notify us. And they come and cut the light.
Lane said the move by the government to have its agents disconnect the electricity supply to their Peters Hall homes is an attempt to force them out of the property.
The whole delegation was here with police and they said that we got to move. Sometime it was last month, they thought it was to move and they gave us so much time. So I got to understand. And they said within 2 days, today and tomorrow, we're supposed to move.
Heavy government machinery also moved in on Wednesday and dismantled some structures where owners were already compensated.
I went out to get some stuff because I got to work tomorrow. And by the time I come back, I saw places demolishing and trying to look and see the lights. The lights are. God was just about to charge his phone.
The government, according to the Attorney General's office, has acquired under the Acquisition of Land for Public Purposes Act some 50 private properties for the construction of the new Demerara River Bridge. Under that act and the Constitution, the government is required to pay compensation to the property owners equivalent to the market value of the properties acquired. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. This is the HGP Nightly News. Stay with us.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting's and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc., powering your life with elegance, quality, and key.
You don't leave anything to chance. Every day you click it, lock it, and mask up. Now press, rub, and wash with Sterling Super Soap. Our antibacterial formula eliminates 99.9% of all germs and bacteria. Clean and moisturize your hands with 4 refreshing and rejuvenating fragrances. Get super clean with Sterling Super Soap.
Krishna Rock Establishment. No job is too small or too large. We specialize in all types of fabricating, machinery, excavator repairs, rice field pumps, and hydraulic hoses. Visit us at Lot 113, Block CC Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara, or call 220-9624, 616-9416, or 619-7880. At Krishna Rock Establishment, establishment. No job is too small or too large.
Visit Gaffur's Ironmongery Department for all your building needs. Bolts and nuts, zinc-plated, high-tensile, anchor bolts and threaded rods. Package nails for your convenience. Screws for wood, metal, and concrete. Building a fence, we've got cast iron railheads and decorative fencing. Gate slides and pivots. Laser and barbed wire. For your carpentry needs, we stock tight bond, wood glues, and Evo stick. Hasps and staples. Hinges, mutts, catches and brackets. And a wide selection of modern design cupboard handles and knobs. Secure your property and loved ones with quality Yale products such as padlocks, available in several sizes and types, knobs, lever, deadlocks, and decorative door locks. Moving heavy loads is easy with caster wheels and hand trucks that cater for any job. For construction, we've got scaffolding along with ladders, multi-purpose, extended, fiberglass, and step ladders too. For everything you need under one roof, it's Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. Desa Richards will tell you now that leader of the Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes, and leader of the People's National Congress Reform, Aubrey Norton, have decided on a meeting.
Leader of the opposition Aubrey Norton, during his weekly press conference on Friday, confirmed that he is set to engage leader of the Alliance for Change, Nigel Hughes, on discussions on a possible coalition ahead of next year's general and regional elections.
Recently, I have agreed with the leader of the AFC that we will meet. And I think we will pursue some form of coalition.
He added that a coalition should reflect the strength of political parties.
Our approach is for coalition, but we are not naive to believe that we could just accept anything. We would want the coalition to reflect the strength of the political parties.
The details for said meeting has not yet been finalized. Meanwhile, when asked about the speculations that the AFC has been making inroads in its strongholds, Mr. Norton said this is of little concern.
But our party is a strong party. They are guided by a philosophy and a clear understanding of what we set out to do. Unlike the PPP, we don't crucify people for going in the stronghold.
Meanwhile, the governing party has indicated that the Guyana Elections Commission will be in a state of readiness for the 2025 general and regional elections by next August. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Antonio Day tells us that one international public health expert has chided the state for its poor handling of the Mahdia secondary school dormitory fire.
On May 21st, 2023, tragedy struck when the Mahdia dormitory fire claimed the lives of 20 children from El Paso, Chenapao, Mycobi, and Carisparrow, Region 8. Alliance for Change member and international public health expert Colin Haynes expressed dissatisfaction with the manner in which the government had and continues to handle the situation.
When something like that happens, right, and this is normal for best practices around the world, you would have to send in public health practitioners in there, and they would have to surveil.
He told the press that a situation such as this would have created trauma, not only for parents of those children who perished, but for the children who witnessed the ordeal. Several victims have complained about not receiving medical and psychological support. According to Haynes, based on reliable information, the Ministry of Health reportedly had dispatched officials to the community who were not trained in handling a situation of that magnitude.
It's not only trauma for the families, but also there's trauma for the community. You have to constantly send in teams and you have to constantly survey. I've seen reports of toilet papers and a lot of relief supplies. The people didn't tell us that they need that. But you know, the ministry and the politicians think that they knew what the people wanted.
Haynes said in light of the Mahdia tragedy, Guyana needs a robust framework to address mental health issues.
You need to have a robust public health and mental health program that can identify the needs right away for crises. How the government had hastily brought the families to the memorial. Again, that was terrible to do because folks were already in trauma. And then you're going to take them now to a memorial and further add grief to them.
1 year later, the parents of 2 of the fire survivors have moved to the court seeking compensation packages from the state to the tune of more than $10 million. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
With a Turkish car power ship securing a contract to provide an additional 60 megawatts of electricity to the Demerara-Berbice interconnected system, the Alliance for Change has raised several concerns over this rationale. More from Carice Gonzalez.
General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic, PPPC, Bara Jagdeo, in his weekly press conference on Thursday, revealed that the Turkish car power ship has secured the contract to provide an additional 60 megawatts of electricity to the Demerara-Berbice interconnected system, DBIS. The initial bid price was set at $0.117 per kilowatt hour, but after negotiations, was reduced to $0.095 per kilowatt hour.
Our ship could be here and turn on, but that will be major. It will be 60 megawatts into the system.
Mr. Jagdeo further explained that an additional transmission line will be constructed, which will help increase the supply of electricity. He confirmed that work on this project has already started and is expected to be completed before the Christmas season.
They have to build 5 kilometers of transmission main, so that project has started. And it should be completed in possibility when we build another piece of transmission main, 75 megawatts. So that will be for 2 years too, like the 36 in Berbice.
Meanwhile, Executive member of the Alliance for Change AFC, David Patterson, has criticized the decision to extend the Turkish car power ship contract for another 2 years. He argued that this move was nonsensical, as the money allocated for the rental of the power ship could have been used to generate a larger amount of power using heavy fuel oil HFO at the same cost.
We could have purchased 180 megawatts of Guyanese own HFO power for that exact same amount of money. Makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
The first car power ship, which arrived on May 1 of this year, was tasked with supplying 36 megawatts of electricity. However, the project faced several issues by April 2024. Despite these challenges, citizens were assured that electricity rate would not increase. Even though the Guyana Power and Light GPL had to pay the power ship company a $1 million mobilization fee plus approximately $7.06 per kilowatt hour for monthly charter, operation and maintenance expenses. There remains ambiguity regarding how the $1 million mobilization fee is being amortized in the cost per kilowatt hour over the next 2-year period of the contract. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Carice. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Tropic Construction Solutions, we pride ourselves on being one of the leading distributors of high-quality woven and non-woven geotextile fabric, geotextile tubes, and geogrids for over 15 years in Guyana. We supply reflective vests, sleeves, quality hard hats, and more for your construction needs. We are located in No. 2 Village, East Coast Berbice, 1 minute from Palmyra. Our distribution mechanism enables us to offer delivery across the city of Georgetown. Contact us at +5926-284-077 or visit our website at www.tcsgt.com.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. Where to apply for registration? You are required to visit the registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons in your area of residence to apply for registration. Office office hours, and Monday to Thursday, 8 to 12 hours, 13 hours to 16 hours 30, and Friday from 8 to 12 hours and 13 to 15 hours 30. The offices will be closed on weekends and holidays. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact the GECOM on 225-027729 or visit the website www.gecom.org.gy.
In today's fast-paced world of modern finance, with its many options and opportunities, you will need good advice and help getting value for your money. Hand-in-Hand Trust is the way to go. From owning your own home or business with our residential and commercial mortgages to drive a new car with a vehicle loan, we'll help you realize your dreams. You can also access investment deposit accounts, share brokerage services, personal trust, thrift and pension plan trusteeship, property management, investment portfolio management, safe deposit boxes, the convenience of our Cambio, Western Union, and Bill Express services. Hand-in-Hand Trust for financial services and more. Helping you get the most out of your financial resources and your life.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa is in the hot seat and is expected to answer to Cabinet for the Guyana Sugar Corporation's underperformance. Daisy Richards will tell you more.
On Thursday, Vice President and General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Civic Bar Jacklio, during his weekly press conference, said Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa is answerable to the Guyana Sugar Corporation's underperformance.
The Minister of Agriculture has to explain to the President why they're underperforming on their target and to give credible explanation.
Jacklio added that President Irfan Ali gave the minister strict directions to address the situation.
It's the union, the management, and a number of other people who have an interest or knowledge of sugar to get a report back to him.
However, there appears to be a revised target.
They will increase back their target. They will go back, from what I heard, they'll make between 60 to 70,000 tons this year. So clearly that is below their target.
It was reported that as of October 26, 2024, sugar production was way below its 2024 target, standing at 39%. It was noted by the Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union that 60% of the cropping period has been exhausted, and the union is apprehensive that the deficit cannot be closed in the remaining cropping weeks. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Venezuelan national with Guyanese roots, Shaniza Prasad, overcame several hurdles to become the valedictorian for the University of Guyana's class of 2024. Prasad also has Guyanese roots. Here's more.
Standing here as a valedictorian is an honor that goes beyond any title or recognition. For me, it represents a journey of growth, resilience, and perseverance.
That was Shaniza Prasad, 2024 valedictorian of the University of Guyana, sharing her experience during a virtual address at the opening of the university's 58th convocation ceremony. Reflecting on the challenges faced while pursuing her degree from abroad, Prasad, who is a Venezuelan national, spoke about the difficulties navigating tertiary education in Guyana, while also managing the demand of an online learning environment. Shaniza Prasad, who was born to a Venezuelan mother and Guyanese father, earned her Bachelor of Science in Marketing from the University of Guyana School of Entrepreneurship and Business Innovation, SEBI.
I made the big decision of moving to Guyana. Life on campus had already long started back, and it was killing me to not be part of anything. I moved mid-semester, and that was generally one of the hardest moments of my university career.
In her speech, Prasad also expressed heartfelt gratitude to both her fellow students and faculty members, acknowledging their vital support throughout her academic journey.
Through these years, we have learned to adapt, persevere, and stay true and focused on what we want to achieve. This certification is not only a symbol of what we can achieve academically, it is a testament to our resilient spirits, our commitment, and our strengths.
Another key source of strength for Prasad, she noted, was the unwavering support of her family. Although physically distant, the emotional closeness she shared with them gave her the motivation to persevere. She admitted that there were times when she considered giving up, but remembering her family's encouragement kept her moving forward.
The sacrifices my parents made for me to be able to even study in the University of Guyana, there will never be enough words to showcase my gratitude to them. This achievement is for them.
Prasad is preparing for the next phase of her academic journey as she sets her sight on a master's degree. In addition to this, she is currently enrolled in a Mandarin language program in China, aiming to refine her language skills for future opportunities. I am Carice Gonzalez reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Stay tuned for your regional news.
These nice products I spoke with proper things. Peppies, you get the best and these things. Oh no, bless up.
Okay. Pack up your things. Yellow. Yeah, put the things in the car.
Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Do-da-do-da-do. I love you, and you, and you, and you, and you. I love all of you.
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
And you. I love Peppies.
East Coast get ready. Saturday, November 9th. Julius Place on the Backless Public Road. Gonna be lit when Chrissy's Beauty Haven present their first anniversary brunch and glow neon color edition. Color show and jam. Live in the place. It's gonna be the queen of those ass. Out of TNT. Lady Lava.
Outside with my girls this summer. Yo, you don't know it's Lady Lava and it's all about Chrissy Beauty Haven. First anniversary. We're doing it in neon colors, brunch style. Right? Julia's Palace, the 9th of November, people Lady Lava coming and perform live. Now Backless, now good again.
Yeah, she got done the place.
Right now I'm in a SF mood here.
Warrior's Choice, DJ Pepper Feeling and DJ Maga. New Money Entertainment and Entertainment Jackers gonna turn it up. Session kicks off at 6 p.m. and admission's just $5 grand. There'll be giveaways by Lady P Nails Salon and Spa, Korean Classic Couture, Chicken King, Legal Entertainment, Lace and Bundles by Jasmine, June's Barber Studio, Luxury Wings by Trey, Wax Perfectly Wax, Queen Fiona's Fashion Diary, Slayed by Val, Hair Makeup Slay, Quail's Exotic Decor and Design, Chrissy's Beauty Haven, and Lady G Auto Sales. Saturday, November 9th, now Backless comes alive with Lady Lava.
And to find the consequences of having a good job.
This is Offshore Diaries.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GECOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.org.gy.
Good evening and welcome to Friday's edition of the Regional News.
We tell the regional airline, which was rebranded as Liat 2020, following its collapse during the coronavirus pandemic, plans to connect Guyana with the Caribbean islands from November 9 once it receives government approvals. Liat, in a social media post, said, quote, "We're thrilled to announce the inaugural flight of Liat 20 to Guyana, now connecting the beautiful destinations of Antigua, Barbados, St. Vincent, and Grenada to Guyana," end quote. A look on Liat's website shows the airline will use its ERJ-145 jet to operate a direct service to Guyana's Chadijagan International Airport from Grenada. Flight time is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Once in Grenada, travelers will have a short layover before heading to either Antigua or Barbados. In Trinidad and Tobago, the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, IACHR, has expressed concerns over the situation of gender-based violence against women on the island and calls for the country to adopt urgent measures to prevent and eradicate it. The IACHR said this is particularly so in cases that are perpetrated in the family and intimate partner context. It said these measures should incorporate a gender and intersectional approach, ensure the effective protection of survivors, and promote the transformation of socio-cultural patterns that normalize gender-based violence against women. The Commission, a principal and autonomous organ of the Organization of American States, OAS, whose mandate derives from the OAS Charter and the American Convention on Human Rights, received reports of homicides of at least 4 women in October 2024 who experienced a history of domestic and intimate partner violence. It said, according to publicly available information, in recent weeks, physical attacks on 6 women were reported, of which 4 died. These attacks were perpetrated by partners or ex-partners of the victims. In some cases, the victims would have been beneficiaries of protection measures that were not implemented. The Commission said it recognizes the efforts of Trinidad and Tobago to combat violence against women, such as the National Strategic Plan of Action on Gender-Based Violence and Sexual Violence, and the decision of the High Court that recognized the state's obligation to protect victims of domestic violence from the actions of non-state actors. Over in Antigua, the government of Antigua and Barbuda has announced that it will accord an official funeral for a member of Parliament, Asad Michael, who was found murdered in his home on Monday. Michael, an independent MP, had just won his 5th consecutive term in the 2023 election. He was the first independent candidate to be successful in Antigua. Chief of Staff from the Office of the Prime Minister confirmed that the government has determined an official funeral is the appropriate honor for a member of Parliament. The tragic death of MP Michael has sent shockwaves through the nation. As an independent representative, he played a unique role in Antigua's parliamentary system. I am Carice Gonzalez. Thank you for watching.
AFC supports PPPC General Secretary's call for use of biometrics for upcoming general and regional elections. GPL cuts electricity to remaining Peters Hall homes. Residents given 48 hours to move. And government using plastering tactics rather than addressing continuous power outages, says Patterson. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.